Welcome to this tutorial. Today, we're going to talk about the quantifiers a lot and most. Let's get started. Remember that quantifiers are adjectives and adverbial phrases that give approximate or specific answers to the questions how much and how many. Have a look at the example below. Sorry, but there isn't much left for you to do here. Note that the word much in the sentence is a quantifier, and it tells us how much work is left to do. Now, to answer the questions how much and how many, certain quantifiers can be used with countable nouns, such as chairs and apples, while others can be used with uncountable nouns, such as tea or money. Now have a look at the examples below. How many cousins do you have? Note that the quantifier many in the sentence is used with a countable noun, cousins. But in the sentence, how much money do you spend? The quantifier much is used with an uncountable noun, money. Now, in spoken English and informal writing, when we want to indicate a large quantity of something, we tend to use a lot of, or lots of. Now, a lot means very often or very much. It is used as an adverb. Now, it often comes at the end of a sentence and never before a noun. Have a look at the examples below. My brother plays football a lot, meaning very often, and note that it comes at the end of the sentence. And in this sentence, she's a lot happier after quitting her job. Note that a lot in the sentence comes after a noun, and it tells us how happy she felt after quitting her job. Now, a lot of is more formal than lots of. They both mean a large amount or number of people or things, and they can be used with plural, countable nouns, and with singular, uncountable nouns for affirmatives, negatives, and questions. Now, have a look at the examples below. That's a lot of money. Singular, uncountable noun. There are a lot of great students here. Plural, countable noun. We've got lots of things to do today. Plural, countable noun. Now we use the quantifier most to talk about quantities, amounts, and degrees. We can use it with a noun as a determiner or without a noun as a pronoun. We can also use it with adjectives and adverbs to form the superlative. Now we use most with nouns in the meaning the majority of. If there is no article, demonstrative, or possessive pronoun, we use most right before the noun, as in the example below. Most tap water is drinkable, right before the noun. Now, when we are talking about the majority of a specific set of something, we use most of the plus noun, as in the example below. Most cakes are sweet. Cakes in general. The party was amazing. Kate made most of the cakes herself. Cakes in the sentence meaning a specific set of cakes at the party. Now we can leave out the noun with most when the noun is obvious from the context, as in the example below. Students can eat in the cafeteria, but most bring food from home. Most in the sentence meaning students. Now let's review and practice a bit. Remember that we use a lot as an adverb in the meaning very often or very much. Now, it often comes at the end of a sentence and never before a noun. Now, have a look at the sentence below and fill in the blank with the appropriate quantifier. She loves cooking for her boyfriend. A lot. Also note that a lot of is more formal than lots of, but they both mean a large amount or number of people or things. For example, there are a lot of things to do here. Now read the following sentence and fill in the blank with a lot of or lots of. People went to see their performance yesterday. Lots of people went to see their performance yesterday. Remember that we use most with nouns in the meaning the majority of. And if there is no article, demonstrative, or possessive pronoun, make sure to use most right before the noun. Now read the following sentence and fill in the blank with the appropriate quantifier. Rivers are heavily polluted. Most rivers are heavily polluted. And when we are talking about the majority of a specific set of something, we use most of the plus noun. Now read the following sentence and fill in the blank with the appropriate form of the quantifier. Most students don't like doing homework. The students didn't do their homework that day. Most of the students didn't do their homework that day. Also, we can leave out the noun with most when the noun is obvious from context. Now read the following sentence and leave out the noun that can be replaced with most. High school graduates can take a gap year, though most high school graduates still go to college right after graduating. High school graduates can take a gap year, though still go to college right after graduating. Though most still go to college right after graduating. Here is a short story using the quantifiers a lot of and most. Listen as I read so you can see how they are used in real-life conversation. After I'm done, make sure you understand all the grammar and read aloud yourself so that you can work on your own fluency and pronunciation. I know that most teenagers like partying and going out with their friends, but most of my friends aren't like that. We go to the theaters and museums a lot. That's so interesting. What do you like the most about contemporary museums? Well, most people think that museums are really boring, but it's not true nowadays. A lot of museums are interactive. They are entertaining, engaging, and educational. And people of all ages have lots of fun in there. And now, it's time for you to practice on your own. Read the following sentences and fill in the gaps with a lot of, and most. A. My dad spends money on his hobbies. B. Of the children at the school have tablets. C. Generally speaking, pizzas contain meat. D. We had to write essays this semester. E. I don't like strawberries. F. Of time I spend reading at home. G. Peter looks younger than his brother. stretch. Don't worry, we have time to finish it. I. There are smokers in their family. J. Taxis pass down the street, so you'll be able to get home safely. And now, let's check your answers. My dad spends a lot of money on his hobbies. Most of the children at this school have tablets. Generally speaking, most pizzas contain meat. We have to write a lot of essays this semester. I don't like strawberries a lot. Most of the time I spend reading at home. Peter looks a lot younger than his brother. Don't worry, we have a lot of time to finish it. There are a lot of smokers in their family. A lot of taxis pass down the street, so you'll be able to get home safely. Thank you for watching this tutorial.